Guess who's back?
You're now listening to Unapologetic, the podcast, with your two hosts, Trey and Reg, discussing any and everything unfiltered.
What up? We back, Unapologetic the podcast, with your two hosts, Dre and Reg. Another episode, 20, what is this? 8, I think, right?
28.
All right, 28.
I think.
28. Moving right along. What's the deal with you?
Brother, another day, another damn dollar, another long week. You know, feeling it, man. Feeling a little down, but you know, happy to be on the pod, man. You know, my son exit stage left on me. But you know, so I had to get myself out of that rut, man. But other than that, you know, it's all good, man. Mm-hmm. Same old stuff, man. I'm happy to be here, happy to be alive, man, because somebody lost their life today.
Yeah, a lot. He looked like he had your little man looked like he had a good time though. He was having a good time
man.
Sunday.
Listen, man, Sunday, man, it was one for the books, man. Mm-hmm. Matter of fact, man, I was looking through my my photos today in reference to some content for the pod tonight. And you know, the iPhone came up with this collage, man. I'm gonna send it to you, man. It was perfect. You know what I'm saying? Perfect way to cap off you know, him being with me, man. But you know, It is what it is. Besides that, I'm all right, dog. Cool. Got some things in store, man.
Okay.
Trying to move around. What about you?
I had a great time. I had a great time out there too. Of course, baby girl wore me out, man. Oh yeah. Nigga, I ain't climbed through that many obstacles and all that shit. It's so long, man. I was like, damn, a nigga had jeans on too. I was like, I should have worn some sweats out this bitch. It's like I should have got comfortable.
I mean, you and me both, bro. And I ain't had no belt on, man. Somebody that pulled my britches up like a motherfucking 14-year-old shit. I'm like, man, come on.
Yeah, she kept going this little shit in the wall that was in the corner, looked like a mountain, and it had like a little thing on the top of it with a slide. And the only way you can get on that shit is like you got to grab the rope and climb up, and it got the little things on the side that where you can like claw your feet in. So I got her in one arm. I'm holding the rope, grabbing it, pulling, grabbing it, and putting it up there. She kept wanting to do that shit, dog. And I tell you, like, every time I did that shit, like the worse my feet got. Like my feet was tender. But
Adonis was so mad he couldn't climb up, bro. I mean, he had a whole fit in there, dog. He couldn't catch the concept. You know what I'm saying? And then when he did, he wasn't strong enough to pull himself up. Man, that man acted a donkey.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it. Had a good time. The week was good. I'm glad it's closing out, man. These days are going by fast, and with that, to me, the weeks are going by. We already in March. Next week we be in mid-March, damn near. You know.
Yeah. What shit? We in March now.
Yeah. Well, yeah. We in March, but I mean, we'll be in mid-March next week. I mean, we already damn near got a quarter of the year out the way already.
Man, you know what I'm saying? Birthday's coming up for the two dogs.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Birthday's coming around. Good stuff. Another year around the sun.
Trying to put some shit together, man. But we ain't even get started. We gonna chop it up, small talk a little bit, man. Coming to America 2 tomorrow.
Yep. Tomorrow.
What you think?
Yeah, I'm gonna tune into it, man. I hope that they got it right, man. I'm a little iffy on the
absolutely
on the trailer. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little iffy on the trailer. Some of the stuff looks funny. You know, I was talking to a guy today earlier, one of my coworkers, and he was saying, man, I don't know. This might have been white guy. He said this might have been one of the movies that they should have left alone.
That's what I've been thinking.
That's what I'm saying. He told me that. He's like, man, because the first one, man, I can watch it every day of the week. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but Eddie Murphy, man, you know, he's a mastermind, dog. So, you know, I'm pretty sure whatever he has in store, man, it's hard. I can't really say that I've seen Eddie Murphy really miss. You know what I mean? Except for that movie on Netflix, bro. He missed on that, bro. That joint is trash, bro. He did miss on that Netflix jump. That jump trash, bro.
Yeah,
I don't even know the name of it. It's trash though.
I'm with you. I do think this is probably one of the movies to me that's untouchable. I mean, should just be left alone.
Mm-hmm.
But hopefully they got it right. Another thing about it that gives me a little pause is the cast. I think you can overdo it with too much of a star-studded cast.
Okay.
And this is a very star-studded, heavy cast.
Yeah.
I mean, this.
Well, I think you got to draw people. You got to draw the young folks in, man. You know what I'm saying? We older. We remember the first joint. You know, it's a lot of people. Matter of fact, I know a grown ass woman, 34 years old, never seen Coming to America. You understand what I'm saying?
Throw the whole woman away. Throw the whole woman away. What? That's when you got to sit her down. Like, listen, we're gonna watch this. Yeah. And that's it. Like, I don't care who you are, where you live. We about to set up a time and a place.
To watch it, huh?
Yeah, man. That was one of the movies.
That's definitely one.
That's one of them. But I'm a little bit excited about it, just because it's a cult for us. More something we grew up on. So I mean, for them to do it, 20, 30, 35 years later, whatever. So we'll see. I'm gonna say this one for last, but All-Star Weekend. What's your thoughts?
Okay. Well, you know what, man, this would have been my fourth All-Star weekend. The last one I went to obviously was in the city in Charlotte. And man, I had a time that I will never forget. I won't speak on it too much on air, but you and I spoke on it, and I had the time of my life, man. And so, but with COVID going on, man, and all different type of walks of life coming into Atlanta, man, I'm gonna sit this one out, dog. I'm gonna sit this one out. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. Yeah. But my health comes first.
Absolutely. But so I don't think you're gonna miss too much at that. And I think we kind of talked about it last week. I mean, it's Atlanta. The same things that's going on this weekend coming up for All-Star Weekend happened last weekend, and it's gonna happen the next weekend after. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be this for the most part.
No, I think you're right. I think you're right.
But it's gonna be $500 to $1,000 cheaper.
And that's the thing. Yeah, you're right. That's the thing. Like they gonna spark these prices up. And you and I both know, we 2 hours down the street from Atlanta. You go to Atlanta, if you really want to see a celebrity, if you really want to see somebody, you can see them anytime you want.
It's nothing.
Any day of the week.
It's nothing.
Atlanta. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Every weekend, it's at least 3 to 4 clubs, if not more, that has somebody there.
Yeah.
That they promoting, to get everybody to come to that club. So I mean, this weekend is nothing different. The only thing that would be different if COVID wasn't happening is that the NBA players will be out, but they're not going to be out this weekend. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can go to Atlanta and see the Baby, Lil Baby, Fabulous, Jadakiss, Rick Ross. You can see them anytime in Atlanta. Just about them niggas stay in Atlanta like it ain't nothing. I mean, they in Atlanta all the time.
If they don't live there, you're right.
Absolutely. So I mean, it ain't. I don't think it's that big. My homeboy texted me earlier today. He was talking about it. I'm like, nigga, I'm on ice. I'm not doing it. Like, it ain't that.
And
big.
And Atlanta got that curfew.
Right.
This curfew just came out of the blue, been wide open.
Why? You know why?
I know why.
Miss Bottoms ain't having that.
Yeah.
She's not having that.
So.
You see y'all niggas tweeting.
Yeah.
Y'all tweeting about coming to Atlanta. What the fuck y'all gonna do? Yep. On my watch.
Facts.
Hey, you watch Snowfall?
Yeah, man, for sure.
What you think?
For sure. So far, it's the last episode, the episode last night. It was too slow for me, man.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out, I try to do a little foreshadowing, man, on what's going to happen, and with Franklin, selling them folks, bookstore and all that, like. Franklin, I'm trying to see where they're going with it, man. What's the end all be all as far as what Franklin's trying to do?
Okay.
And but it's still, man, it's a great series, so I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the suspense.
Right.
For sure.
Me too. I love it. The only part that kind of get me is when, we switch to the FBI, the FBI and the Mexican part. Like, I understand they play a huge part in everything that's going on, but I want to stay in the hood the whole time. Like,
right,
I don't know. I want to
facts,
stay in the hood the whole time. I want to see what these niggas are going on in the hood. All this other, but I love it though. I love the show. I think to me, it's probably one of the best shows on right now.
Absolutely,
far,
absolutely. My homeboy, one of my homeboys that came by the other day, and he was saying, like he was talking about Power, and while I'm a fan of Power is unrealistic,
right?
And I said, this, with Snowfall, man, I think it's the only show as far as the crack era or a crack era that's more realistic than Snowfall is probably The Wire.
Right. And Snowfall is loosely based off Rick Ross, right? The real Rick Ross. I think it's loosely based off his story.
Ricky Ross, yeah.
Yeah, Ricky Ross. Yeah. I like it, man. So Jay-Z bought Tidal for $56 million.
Yes, sir.
Sold it this morning for $297 million.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He's the God MC, the God businessman.
My God.
He got the goddess wife. It's Jigga, bro. Jigga. That's the definition of a flip, man.
Yeah. That's
a true definition of a flip.
Yeah. All right.
And did he sell all his stake in it?
No, majority.
And
it's more like a partnership, I think.
And he still made 300 M.
Saturday.
Let's
UNC Duke.
Sir.
And it's senior night.
Sir. We don't have a lot of seniors, first and foremost.
Garrison, right?
Garrison. Garrison's a senior. And
Kenny got to be one, right?
Kenny's a senior, and Playtex is a senior, right?
Did Playtex get there with Leaky?
I don't know. I hope he is senior.
Me too. He said, "Oh, that white boy got to go, man."
Nah. So, but I will say, keys to victory, man. We got to play ball. We can't play timid. I think we come out with the game plan that we came out with before. I think we'll be fine, man. I think over the past few, we took an L against Syracuse, and we took an L against Marquette. And I think in both of those games, we leaned on the guard play a little too much when that's not our style of play. And that's just me from the outside looking in. That's just what I saw. Well, we lean on. What's up?
My bad. I said we played down to the competition too.
Yeah, absolutely. I knew Marquette was gonna give us problems, man. I knew that. I knew Marquette was gonna give us problems. And then when I seen the money line, like Syracuse, it had us -1.5. I'm like, okay, here we go. Here we fucking, you know me, I'm always check the money line. I'm always check the money line. Here we go. All right, so it's gonna be a dogfight basically, and it really wasn't. Buddy, goddamn, Buddy Boeheim beat us, bro.
And basically had a quiet second half.
Man,
first half.
Man, what did he finish with, like 26?
5, I think.
25?
And I think he had 21 in the first half.
Come on. Buddy Boeheim? Who the fuck is that?
Absolutely. So where you watching the game at? We gonna watch it somewhere? What we gonna do?
Yeah, what you want to do?
Because the fights are on that night too.
So okay, so when it boils down to the fight, man, actually, Derek was telling me, and for those who don't know, Derek is our barber. But Derek was telling me that he was having a little shindig at his crib, so he was telling me to let you know as well.
Yeah.
So we can parlay, man. We can ride out, man. You know, we ain't gonna break tradition and watch the game together, dog. And then after that, man, we slide over there. You know, Derek a fool on the motherfucking grill, so I'm all about eating.
I forgot all about that. Yeah. We can do that. I'm all for it. I'm all for it, man. 100%. But to get into shit, man, I went to Colombia shit like twice last week. It don't even matter when I went, but I was watching the news and they had the damn leader of the Proud Boys up there, and he was basically telling his story, you know, and he come to find out he's an FBI informant, and also he was feeding information, I guess. But that, I don't know, that whole shit is weird because, you know, when they stormed the Capitol,
okay,
you know, the house and everything, and you know, all the reports of the people that did get caught was saying, you know, basically they was let in. So now that shit make a whole lot of sense.
right?
You know what I'm saying? The Proud Boy leader is a FBI informant. So,
are you surprised?
Honestly, no more. Not anymore. Not anymore.
I'm not surprised, and the reason why I'm not surprised because at the end of the day, motherfucking Stevie Wonder could see that was an inside job,
right?
You know what I'm saying? And when it boils down to it, just another example of how corrupt America is.
Definitely, but I mean, super corrupt. Had it been us, well, it'd have been niggas all bleeding all over the place.
Wouldn't have been no damn rubber bullets. I promise you that.
No,
at all. But this is America, in the words of the great Childish Gambino.
Yeah, man, it sound like they had a whole marching band in there.
Yeah, what snares and 808s everywhere.
Well, I mean, and that's why, like, so when we had Nisha on a couple weeks ago, and she had mentioned that she don't see him running again, and we was like nah, like this is another example of why.
Right.
If he don't run, I wouldn't be surprised. But if he do, I definitely wouldn't be surprised. Well, I probably would be more surprised if he don't run versus if he do.
Bro, that man is putting his name back in the hat, sir.
Right. Because I believe he just has that big of a cult following, and enough dummies like him and back him that he can run no problem. And I saw something the other day that it said like it was 39% of Republicans in the GOP right now would actually back him or switch parties if he was to run independent. 39% of Republic, like that's crazy.
Come on, man. Like, again, this is America, dude. And we can't turn the blind eye to who thinks that who actually runs this motherfucker, man. We can't turn a blind eye to it. So guess what? The powers that be want to be back in that seat. Yeah. And if it takes for motherfucking clown cake to get back in seat, they gonna do whatever they can to make it happen.
Right. Let me pause real quick.
Okay.
I meant to do this shit before, but everybody hit that subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button. Appreciate everybody that did before. Well, last week, because I mean, when we put it out there, we get more subscribers. But if you're watching, you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Please.
It costs you $0 to like, subscribe, and follow.
Not a thing. And when you're done, if you got time, go on over to Spotify and hit follow, and go to Apple Podcasts and hit follow too.
Cost $0 for support, man.
Absolutely, nothing. But so we're canceling Mr. Potato Head and Dr. Seuss.
Okay. So I know about the Dr. Seuss. I don't know exactly why. I know about it, but tell me more about Mr. Potato Head.
Okay, so the potato. So for what I read about Mr. Potato Head is, I guess we're making Mr. Potato Head, or I guess they're gonna lean to the side of just toys in general, making them more gender neutral.
Gender neutral.
Yeah. From what I'm gathering, from what I read. So yeah.
So it's the
So it won't even be Mr. Potato Head no more. It will be Potato Head.
That's what I was about to ask you. So is she gonna be Potato Head?
Right.
But he's a dude.
Not no more. Not no more.
God bless America.
Listen, they about to erase our whole childhood.
That's what it sounds like, man.
They about to erase everything. And I mean, I honestly, so to get a little serious about it, I don't see the issue with the big deal, because you have a Mr. and you have a Mrs. You have a family. So, and they come apart. So if you are a family, let's say you're a man and you're married to another man, you have a child, you can buy two Mr. Potato Heads. I mean, I'm just trying to think outside the box. Or if you're a woman, you're married to a woman, you have a child, you can buy two Mrs. Potato Heads. I mean, you can buy these toys to represent the household that you know what I'm saying, that you're trying to, I guess, portray to your children or whatever else. Like,
it's definitely interchangeable.
Yeah, and yeah, you can take the parts off that like that. So yeah. I mean, I don't know. When I saw that shit on just, I was reading the headlines, I was like, yo, this shit is weird and dumb as fuck at that. But like, are we putting that much thought into toys to where we have to make them gender neutral now to appease? Man. So all these acronyms and shit are confusing as fuck anyway. You know what I'm saying? And then the whole community, you know, is only certain acronyms in there anyway. And then there's acronyms that this community doesn't even acknowledge or want to, but there's other acronyms out there like gender fluid and gender neutral and all this other shit. So I don't know. I mean, it's just weird, man. I would actually like to have a show one day to where we, you know, get somebody that's very knowledgeable on that shit, just to, you know, talk and explain it. I mean, I think that's kind of interesting.
I have a question for you. So a friend of mine told me, or a friend of mine asked me if I played with baby dolls as a little boy. And of course I said, man, fuck no. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. But she told me that studies show that, and I can't confirm nor deny, but she told me the studies show that young men that play with baby dolls or are in tune with baby dolls in some form of fashion are more inclined to be family men.
No, I don't believe that. You have to show me these studies. You have to show me these studies. And I mean, so you are only child. What does your mom look like buying you baby dolls?
Right. So no. So I don't think she was saying from a standpoint of my mama going to buy, you know, a motherfucking Cabbage Patch Kid.
Where else you gonna get them from? Yeah.
I think she was just asking, you know, from a standpoint of, were you involved? If I was involved with any type of child play involving baby dolls. I mean, like you said, I'm my mother's only child. So fuck no, dog. I had, you know, Ultimate Warrior and fucking Undertaker toys and shit like that. So no. But it was interesting. I don't believe it, but it was interesting.
I mean, it's I guess for conversation purposes, it's interesting take. I mean, there obviously for her to say it, there's some kind of studies that back it.
Right.
It's one of those tell me more moments. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I need to get the logic behind it and see exactly why they're saying this. But I mean,
I'm gonna do my homework, man. I'm gonna
playing house. I can see. I mean, there were, because I had a sister.
Right.
There were Barbie dolls in the house. You know, me and my sister, when we played with each other, I had G.I. Joe, she had her Barbies, or I had my whatever toy, you know, but I wasn't necessarily playing with her Barbies or whatever. But
Yeah,
facts. I don't know who. I don't know, but so as far as Dr. Seuss, and I pulled it up right here. It says well, it was for damn, I pulled up the wrong thing. It was for racial issues for Dr. Seuss. So I'm gonna go off the top of the head.
Racial issue. Hold on. Racial issues for Dr. Seuss.
Yeah. So for long story short, racial towards blacks. I think they're the book about going to the zoo to see the monkeys. They had some black kids that were barefoot and had big lips or something in the book or something like that.
Oh shit. So I just saw the headline. I really didn't look into it too much. I really didn't have a lot of time.
And then there's and I think this is a representation in a couple of books. And I might be wrong about the big lip thing, but I'm pretty sure they said they were barefoot and something else. And then there's a book about Chinese. So is the racial part of it is racist towards, I guess people are saying, towards blacks and Chinese, but these books have been out for 50, 60, 70 years. And now, but I mean, how we are today. And not saying that, we shouldn't be some kind of way about this, but I mean, these books are old as fuck. If the book was a person, it'd probably be dead. So, I mean, so now we making a big ass issue about it now. But I mean, I understand because how some people, because we do the same thing about these Confederate monuments, all this other shit. So yeah,
that's true. That's true.
So I mean,
good point.
To appease. I mean, and am I going to buy if I had a infant or school age child that's coming up? Am I going to buy these Dr. Seuss books that has a representation? Not probably not, but
well, my daughter, maybe a few months ago, man, she was telling me about a Dr. Seuss book that she was reading. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't think twice about it. You know what I mean? Like, I understand the simplicity of what's in it, whether it be the Cat in the Hat or Who's Who or whatever, the Who or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I understand the simplicity of it, and what the books can do for young kids and giving them a jump start as far as reading. You know what I'm saying? As far as language arts, if you want to go with that. So, or as far as English, if you want to go with that. But when I saw it, man, like, it didn't really spark my interest. I think because, like you just said, like, we grew up on that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But the world is so sensitive right now. We're in an age where everything is sensitive. Everything is a sensitive topic, and so I can't really say that I'm surprised, man. I'm not surprised at anything, man. Right. I'm really not. I'm really not surprised at it, bro.
Yeah. And so I did read that Cat in the Hat falls in that category too. There are some racist epithets in there, but
no shit.
They're not pulling that book. That is the book.
That's a Cat in the Hat. Cat in the Hat is probably a part of the U.S. Treasure, man. You know what I'm saying?
They're not pulling that book at all.
Yeah. No.
But to move up, this would be a quick one. So I saw that Instagram was taking, I guess, took the like feature away from a lot of people, and I guess it's something that they have been playing with, toying around with on certain accounts for the last year or so. Like, there's a lot of accounts that couldn't see how many likes they had, or you couldn't see how many likes that person had. I read it was a study and going into, because they're saying, like, there's a lot of people that are so dependent on social media and likes that they're doing things for likes. And there are people that will post something, and if the post don't get as many likes,
they'll delete
it. They'll delete it. But to go even further, it's causing depression. There's been people that has attempted suicide. And these are all studies.
Wow. Well, here's the thing, man. We're in the age of clout. So these likes, they make they when you think about it, at the end of the day, just like how we said it, we said like, subscribe, and follow us for a reason. Because these likes and these follows and these shares have a lot of clout, man. It has everything to do with who sees what and why they see it. If other people don't like it, then it's not popping. Like, we might not like if for the sake of our page, for example, we're up and coming and we're trying to build our brand, and we're trying to build our brand based on what the content one. But let's just be honest, we're forced to build our brand and say what we say based on a click of a button.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So I get it.
Yeah.
I'm not for it. I'm not against it, but I get it.
Yeah. It's sad that is where we at. Where we
absolutely,
at.
Bro.
Attention is doing that much to people to where you are extremely depressed. And is even depression is such a touchy subject because I can't tell you what should depress you and what shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody has their own thing. But I mean, oh my God, social media, man. Like, as social media is everything. Like, it's everything. But we're not even selling it because we know.
I can't even be mad like as much as I am, the type to say that social media, like, I'm not really into social media, or I'm not into social media from a personal standpoint. Like, I'm not a fan of putting my family or my relationships, or I post my kids every once in a while, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, but on the backside of that, social media has had a major part in how I feed my family.
Okay.
So it's a fine line, man.
Right. And some people that is their life, like Instagram
Absolutely.
models, all that shit. That's what they get paid off that. That's their face, their body,
their name,
right?
Their brand. Absolutely.
Absolutely. So how do you feel about Texas and Mississippi right now? They got going on.
Man, so I'm not. I'll let you explain what I'll let you explain what the whole ordeal is with Mississippi, but with Texas, Texas has been, Texas do their own thing anyway, man. You know what I'm saying? They do their own thing anyway. So at the end of the day, with the population that's down in Texas, hey, I guess the governor will, at the end of the day, is saying, like, look, like, I know he knows that he has the power to ultimately shift the way the country looks, man.
Yeah.
If you think about it, because, Texas is a state. Shit, Texas could be a motherfucking whole country if you really want. You know what I mean?
Right.
If you really wanted to, like the way, and I'm not even talking about from a political standpoint. Now, I'm saying from a standpoint of how they move, how they operate. You've been there before. I've lived there before. Texas is its own animal. It's its own beast. They are in some way, in a lot of ways, like, they are not in tune with what's going on with the rest of the world. I know so many people from Texas, or when I was there, that lived in Texas, that's never been out of Texas.
I believe you, because I met, but kind of like that everywhere I go. I met people in South Carolina like that. But yeah, I mean, but Texas is so damn big. Like, yeah, you could go 5 hours this way and still be in Texas. You know what I'm saying?
You can go. It takes 18 hours to go from one side of Texas to the next, brother. 18 hours.
Yeah.
I've done it a few times. So I'm not surprised, man. I guess they said, man, fuck all that. They tired of this. They tired of COVID. COVID. I saw a meme the other day that said, we have officially decided that COVID is over with. It ain't real. And it wasn't from a guy from Texas. It's actually from a guy from Atlanta.
Yeah. But Atlanta been that same way. But I think that's the governor, because for the most part, a lot of people I know in Texas, they like, I don't give a fuck what he's saying. I'm still wearing his mask. I'm blah blah blah. Like, I'm not gonna be out there like that. Which I think it's too soon, to be honest with you. And what we're talking about, just to catch everybody up, if you're not in the know, Texas and Mississippi, both of their governors had decided to basically lift COVID-19 restrictions, no masks. You don't have to wear a mask if you don't want to. All businesses can go back to 100% full capacity if they want to. And there's no curfew, which there hasn't been a curfew anyway. But yeah. So basically that's it. But I as I said, like I was saying, I think it's way too soon. I think we're still in that phase to where Texas can start a whole nother pandemic on their own if they want to.
By themselves.
Just by abiding to this shit. Honestly, I don't even know where the fuck Mississippi falls at in this shit. Like, I ain't heard shit about Mississippi since I don't know when the fuck. But
so while we're talking about Mississippi, you're worried about COVID-19 and lifting restrictions, and this is what my question that I have, and this is why it's a definite head scratcher. So they're worried about lifting COVID-19 restrictions, right? Mm-hmm. But the biggest city in Mississippi, which is Jackson, is people there that still don't have power and water from this winter storm, this winter cold front that just hit them from Texas. They still don't have power. Why are we talking? I think I know why we're talking about it. That greenback.
Yeah.
Them dead people.
Yeah.
Their money.
Yeah. I'm with you.
But it's people that are in Jackson, Mississippi. This is the most, Jackson makes more money in Mississippi than any other place in that state. Mm-hmm. And there's folks there right now that don't have power, that don't have what this shit happened 2 weeks ago? This cold front came through about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. Yeah. And it's people that still, it's people still down there that don't have power. It's people still down there that don't have running water. Is it so? Are they lifting the COVID restrictions to get the money? Is that what they're doing?
It gotta be. That's the only thing I can think of. It gotta be for monetary reasons. Like there's no other reason in my mind.
Mississippi,
I'm tired of wearing
does not go. My bad, man. Mississippi does not run without Biloxi, mm-hmm. Hattiesburg, mm-hmm. and Jackson.
Right. Mm-hmm.
That's it. Ole Miss,
yeah.
Mississippi State, right. And the actual city of Jackson.
Uh-huh.
One of my best friends is from Jackson, so I learned the law of the land, a few years ago, and I had to break that shit. He broke that shit down to me. Wow, they are so dependent upon what Jackson does, what Ole Miss does, and what Mississippi State does. And so the best way to do this thing, you think about sports, you think about clubs, you're thinking about monuments, you're thinking about state parks, you're thinking about all these things, man. I guess they got to generate their money from somewhere.
Yeah.
But the only thing what Texas is a wild card. I don't understand that.
Right.
I would never understand it. But with Mississippi, I guess they say, fuck it. We need the money. Let's get it. Open up the floodgates.
Yeah, big red states too, though. Big Trump states. So, and you know how him and that party felt about.
Well, not so much Texas. Not now.
Well, no, not now.
Texas flip.
Yeah, but the governor.
Okay.
The governor.
Okay.
So, and that's who actually lifted. But listen, everybody in Texas and Mississippi that listens, y'all be safe. Wear your mask, social distance. Hey,
don't be fooled.
This shit ain't over for real.
Don't be fooled.
Do not be fooled. It's better to be safe than say fuck it. The governor said I don't have to, and go out there, and next thing you know, you got the shit, or you can be fucking asymptomatic. So, whatever. and get a shit to somebody. But yeah, so let's talk about the net worth between the black and the white family. I know that was something that you wanted to discuss.
Listen, obviously being a black man and being a black man from the South, you know that there's a disconnect. You know that there's a difference in the black net worth versus the white net worth, or the black dollar versus the white dollar. And for all intents and purposes, no, we're not racist. We aren't against white people. We aren't against people of any race, gender, color, or anything of that sort. However, facts are facts.
So facts.
So, and I saw a post, and then I went on to CNN.com and I did my research, man. So the net worth for a white family is $171,000, right?
Mm-hmm.
The net worth for a black family is $17,150.
And that's the average.
And right? That's average.
That's average.
That's average. So give or take, we're talking about what are we saying? 100? What is that? Like 150? What? 55, 154,000, whatever it is. $150,000, $154,000 difference.
Mm-hmm.
Are you fucking kidding me? Why is that?
Communities, job opportunities. I think those are probably some of the two biggest.
I think it stems from, our ancestors and the cards that they were dealt, man.
Yeah.
That's what it stems from, and I'm not talking about segregation, Jim Crow. I'm talking about 1800s, 1700s. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about post-slavery. I'm talking about sharecropping. I'm talking about shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's unacceptable, man.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way that there should be that big of a disconnect or that big of a gap between black families and white families. I just don't understand it.
Well, let me add in there also the policing issue too, of how we're policed versus how white people are policed.
Okay, tell me more.
As far as in you having a criminal record. So once you get out, the job you're gonna get probably ain't the job that's going to put you in these other tax brackets.
So
there are some differences. Okay. There are some differences, but for the most part, you're not going to get a job that you're going to be making $40, $50, $60, $70, $80,000 a year.
Okay, so let's wrap this thing up. Let's make this thing come to full service. So are you saying that, because I'll reach out there. I think that when it comes down to prisons in certain states, when it comes down to prison in America, the prison system is set up for the oppressed.
Mm-hmm.
And the oppressed are the minority.
Mm-hmm.
And the minority are
the darker skin.
Okay. Just make sure we're on the same. Just making sure we're on the same page. Okay. All right.
Absolutely. All right. Because we know there are white guys in jail and everything, but absolutely. But the majority of jails are filled. Like when you look at the percentages, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
by the numbers,
niggas in jail that came home. I do, and plenty of our watchers, viewers know that as well. And the chances that these guys or women are going to get a job, like we said, that's that you're going to bring in $50, $60, $70, $80,000 or more a year is very slim. Like
absolutely,
probably less than a percentage.
Wow,
probably less than a percentage.
Are you saying less than 1%?
Yeah, it might be less than one. I would love to see what the numbers is, but I mean, just me thinking off the top of my head, I think it'd probably be less than one.
I'm a man of numbers, so I'm gonna get back to you on that.
For them to find,
it's interesting.
Yeah, because
yeah,
it is. It is. This is
So systematically, Black families are not set up, or systematically Black families are set up to be beneath white families from a network sense.
Yeah, I'll roll with it.
Yeah. Okay, we're in agreement to that for sure.
I'll roll with it. And I think there's a lot coming up to because I'm pretty sure you have a lot of friends. I have a lot of friends that they're actually doing their own things, starting their own businesses, and a lot of these dudes I know make money to where they not even reporting to the IRS. Like it looked like they don't have a job. They making money and they flipping this shit. Like I know dudes that'll go buy bulk clothes, this or that or whatever else, sell it, and flipping it.
Absolutely.
Okay, I made 2,000 off this. I'm gonna take this 2,000, buy some more stuff. That 2,000 will turn into 8,000 for me, and blah blah blah. So I mean,
yeah,
we got a hustle spirit, man.
but the irony behind it is that the American dream is entrepreneurship.
Right. But we have to find different avenues to live that dream.
Facts.
We have to find different avenues to make that, and it's a lot of under the table shit for us. Because trying to do it on the table, you're gonna fall into so many roadblocks, and to where they're gonna tell you, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't blah blah blah. Just America in itself. Like I was thinking about this shit the other day. I forgot who I was talking to about it, but they'll tell you, okay, your credit's not good enough to buy a house, right?
Mm-hmm.
You buy a house and your mortgage is gonna be cheaper than if you rent this house.
Mm-hmm.
But they'll tell you, oh, you can rent this house and pay $1,600 a month. But had you bought the house, your mortgage would have been $1,000 a month or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
$1,100, you paying $400. So you mean to tell me I can pay $400, $500, $600 more a month to rent it, but I can't buy it? Make that make sense.
It's ass backwards.
Make that make sense. My mortgage would have been $1,000, $1,100, maybe $1,200, but I'm gonna rent it for $1,600, $1,700, $1,800.
I can't make it make sense to you, big dog.
Like you said, it's America. Anyway, it'll never make sense. Trust issues. Do you have trust issues, right? I think we all do.
I think we all do.
You've had somebody do something to give you trust issues?
Yes and no. Right? Yes and no. And we can go so many different ways, man, so many different stems, man. And I'm gonna try my best not to be long-winded. But there's a few reasons why I feel like a person could have trust issues. It could come down to parenting.
Okay.
You know what I mean? From when it can come down from not trusting a person because your own parents or parent did not nurture you the right way. You know what I'm saying? It could be that could be an issue. It could be like you just asked me, a person doing something to you in a relationship wise. It could be a friend that could have fucked you over. It could have been, but most importantly, I think, long story short, I think when it comes down to trust issues, I think people have trust issues because whatever it looks like, a person that they held near and dear to their heart fucked them over in some way. Okay. So if this person that you looked at, or this person that you love, or this person that you would do whatever that you could for that person, and they shit on you, then it's 10 times harder to trust a stranger.
Right. So
that's what I think.
What about the relationship aspect?
Okay. For the relationship aspect, I'll say, personally, in past relationships, absolutely, I've been fucked over. So, did that mold me into not necessarily trusting a person or trusting people? Hell yeah. Because you don't never forget. You might get over that pain, but you ain't gonna never forget it.
Right.
You ain't gonna never forget that position you was in where you feel like when you're looking around like how the fuck did this happen? Right. So yeah, I'll be honest and say that in past, whether it was puppy love or not, I'll be honest and say that molded me. Those the times where I felt like I got fucked over, definitely molded me and made my heart turn a bit cold and my skin a little tougher to where like I don't put trust in man, and man I mean humans.
Right.
Yeah. What about you, man?
I have trust issues on certain things, as far as when it comes to and I'll stick to dating because that's what everybody like to hear, relationship shit. So I don't know why, but
yeah, you do, cause shit,
they want to dig into our relationship history, right?
Right.
What triggers them, what makes them move. But yeah, so I'll stick to relationship aspect. I do and I mean there are a couple fuck, I might as well name a few. I don't mind nobody looking through my phone.
Okay.
But I'll probably never give anybody the code or the password to my phone, so you can just pick up that shit anytime you want to and go through it.
Okay.
Because, as you know, I've had identity theft issues and problems with somebody going through my phone before. So I'll never give nobody access to my phone to where they can just control shit that they shouldn't even have any control over.
Absolutely.
And there's a couple other things. I guess financial problems. Financial things. I don't have an issue with that, but I don't necessarily. I'm not gonna put. Oh, what is the term I want to use? I wouldn't necessarily make it all about to where I'm the one that's always footing. I guess the one that's financially responsible for everything.
Okay,
I don't feel like I'm ever gonna put myself in that situation again because shit, I didn't had days and a lot of people don't even know this shit to where once I got done with I found myself after the relationship ended, I'm going through shit happened, I'm staying at a friend's house, maybe I slip in my car a day or two because this, that, and the third was going on, and I did some shit that I shouldn't have done, but I did it because I was in love and whatever else, and I made some decisions that I shouldn't have made. Being I was the only one that was financially invested, more than the other party. So I think those are a couple of when I think of issues or trust issues. I think that I have definitely like next woman I'm with, we don't have to go half on shit, but we both gonna be invested financially to where if some shit happens, some shit go down, I'm not the one that's all my chips is on the table.
Okay.
And I'm crapped out, and you walking out the door, and your bag's just full. Nah, we ain't playing that game no more.
Okay, so I see what angle you taking. You taking the angle from the financial standpoint. I think I was taking the angle from an emotional standpoint. And but both are pertinent. Don't get it fucked up.
Absolutely. But I mean, so let's get into the emotional part because I guess this ties into it because we're gonna talk about this too. I saw this quote. This woman friend, she started dating this guy. They've been dating about 8 months, and I think she had mentioned that she's think she's ready for him to propose to her. And she said that you know, one thing about him is he's a hell of a man. And I said it because it takes a hell of a man to heal a heart that he didn't break. And I said,
true.
it's true, but I strongly believe in that saying, hurt people hurt people.
Hurt people.
So I don't necessarily think that if you aren't healed from that previous relationship that you're hurt, I don't think you should be out there dating. And I think that's because of that. Hurt people hurt people. You know what I'm saying? Because I think you should be somewhere to the point to where you are ready to deal with somebody and not potentially hurt them. And you can always potentially hurt somebody, but the chances of you hurting this person more, well, the chances that you will hurt this person are greater when you are still hurt and you're healing. You know what I'm saying? And you know, like I know, going into a relationship to where you have to heal a woman or prove to this woman that you aren't Billy Joe Bob, that is very draining. That is a task within itself, because you're already trying to, you know, prove other things to this woman. You know, that you know how you feel about her, that you are the one, that you're serious about her, and then add on top of that, you got to prove that I'm not the last guy that hurt you or fucked you over. You know, so it's a whole that's a whole lot. Like that's the deck is loaded. You're not starting off on a clean slate.
Right. It's true. I think hurt people do hurt people. I agree with you on that. I think that it is a task for anyone, whether it be a man or a woman, to heal a broken heart, man. It's nearly impossible. In the scheme of things.
Now, if you broke that heart, then yeah, but but you know, I don't think you should come into a situation trying to heal a heart that somebody else broke. Baby girl, you gotta work on yourself first, or my guy, you gotta work on yourself first, and then you know this other person can come in here and help you. You got these pieces together. This other guy can come in here and kind of guy or girl can come in here and be, you know, the glue to put them pieces together that you already got together. You know, make it stronger. I can get that part, but you literally torn down and destroyed, and you in this fuck niggas mode or fuck bitches mode, and now you know Dre or Reggie trying to come in here and got to get you out of this. I don't give a fuck about niggas mode, and you know make you see, okay, everybody ain't the same. Like
tough task, boy.
It's that's damn near Mission Impossible.
I'm cool.
You don't want them problems.
I'm cool.
You don't want them problems. But we out there dating like that though. We out there dating and ain't ready to date.
Facts.
Out there, like ready to hurt motherfuckers. Like
you got to be real with yourself, man. You got to be honest with yourself. I was telling my folks that a couple of nights ago, man, you gotta have that honest conversation, an honest, candid conversation with yourself, and understand if you're ready to take it to the next level with someone else. Let somebody else in your bubble, man, and it's okay if you're not. You know what I mean? Like people, I'm a firm believer that people come into your lives at some point for seasons, man. It's all about seasons. Or you could, you know, just because you are drop dead head over heels over a person don't mean that's your forever. They might be, you know, your Mr. Right Now or your Mrs. Right Now.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? I'm a firm believer in that, man. Or like lesson, or you know, the big homie, without being too religious, you know, showing you, hey, this is what right looks like, but you can take it to the next level, or this is what wrong looks like. Okay. I'm a firm believer in that, man.
All right. So do you also believe that what the fuck am I about to say? So not being ready to be in a relationship, but you kind of feel like this might be the person. So it could be, let's say, a situation to where, okay, let me go ahead and do this because this person ain't gonna wait around for me, or I might lose them.
Are you asking me, do I agree with that?
Well, do you think that is a factor in it as well?
Shit, yeah. That comes, but that also too comes from fear of being alone or fear of missing out. Yeah, fuck yeah, hell yeah, man. Like people do that shit every day, man. You know what I'm saying? Hell, you done it. I done it. Take sips tea, motherfucker. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, what I won't do is be in another relationship soon as this motherfucker ends, though.
Okay.
We know people like that. That.
Okay.
But
I'm with you on that.
There's a lot of people doing that shit. There's a lot of motherfuckers like, but whatever.
Hopping from up under the neck, one motherfucker to getting up under the next motherfucker.
Because they can't
to get over motherfucker, you need to get under the next motherfucker.
Right, because they can't be alone. Yep. Relationship end Monday, and by next Wednesday, they already done moved in with another.
They got bait.
Yeah. Nigga. Nigga. Oh my God.
Oh man, cut it out. Where the fuck did Bay get you? I know where Bay got you, but we'll leave it alone.
Oh my God. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know, man. I think it shouldn't be left to, and short and to close it out. We can talk about it a little bit more. I don't think it should be left to another person to clean up the mess that somebody else made. I think, but I think that's a part of your self-healing. And we talked about that a little last week.
Mm-hmm.
You had mentioned, yeah. I mean, I think that's part of your self-healing and something that you got to do within yourself, because how can somebody else love you if, you know what I'm saying, you ain't ready to be loved, or you still trying to figure shit out and you still hurt. You don't even know.
You know what, big dog? That take courage, bro. That takes courage, because the average motherfucker is not gonna look themselves in the mirror. Like, again, going back to what I just said, that candid conversation. The average motherfucker is not gonna look themselves in the mirror and say, I am fucked up. I need to fix me before I, entertain someone else. The average person is going to say, the next person can help me fix me. Mm-hmm. These are facts. You sit back, you think about how many people that you know that have hopped from this relationship to that relationship to the next relationship and didn't fix themselves. I mean, we're talking in circles, but just think about it. Or think about, you might be mature enough to do that. You might have went through your maturation process. And you're able to see now that you got to fix yourself. But at one point, you weren't always the rich that you are today. I'm not the same Dre today that I was, as a young boy.
Right.
The young boy was like, shit, on to the next. You understand what I'm saying? Today, now I understand, like, if I find myself in that type of predicament, like, no, I can't expect for a woman, I don't give a damn what her credentials are. Mm-hmm. She's not going to be able to fix me. She's not going to be able to heal me. I got to heal me first, and then I got to lean on my family.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
yeah.
Courage, man.
That's a talk with that. I mean, a lot of us not even ready for. For the most, for most part of it, most of us not even that honest with ourselves to where, look, I don't need to be out here. But I do understand, like, some people, they find, other ways to heal. I mean, whether it be sex, it be alcohol, just venting to somebody, and I mean, for those people that relationship hop, that ain't it. That ain't the wave.
No, it's a airplane waiting to crash.
Yeah. And everybody loves a train wreck, man. Everybody loves the train wreck.
All right.
But yes, man, we gotta. I'm looking at the time. It's crazy, man.
I bet. Listen, listen. Understand, we got other things to talk about. You know what I mean? But we can get to them at a later date. We here to stay.
Oh no, we had a good time. We had a good time. I was just surprised. I'm like, man, we on time, man. We on a good time with the
Okay.
pause. But yeah, but yeah, man, what you got?
So I want to. I want to touch. I want to go back. I want to go back a little bit, and we talked about it before in our pre-production. With this submissiveness, right? Is that a word? Submissiveness? Is that a word?
It is right now. Fuck it.
All right. We unapologetic, so it is right now.
Right.
And for the viewers that tuned in, or for the viewers that commented on our show last week, understand we took what the world says submissive means versus the textbook definition, and we formulated our thoughts based on both.
Talk about it.
And so when it boils down to it, I won't necessarily call it backlash.
Some heat rounds or a couple rounds.
Couple of heat rounds. And and for real, when you told me, I'm glad that you brought up the textbook. It was unexpected, but I'm glad that you brought up the textbook definition, because you learned, I learned something new last week. You understand what I'm saying? I learned I learned something new, because automatically my mind, when I answered the question, I said, nah. And I said no from a standpoint of a woman bowing down to a man, until you went to the definition. Right. So
why is our definition different? Because society told us something.
Because of society.
But yeah, go ahead.
Because of society. And based on the definition that you gave me last week, again, I talk about it again as far as a partner. Yeah, if being submissive means a woman is a partner to a man, then yes, I am for that. I am for that, and I won't backpedal on it. It's important, for partners to lean on each other and have each other's backs. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be gender specific, because today you can't be. So I'll leave it at that. But I just wanted to touch back on that. It's a difference between what society tells us and what a textbook tells us. I think for you and I, we touch both sides of the fence, man.
Yeah.
So don't beat us up for what the fuck we said last week, man. Relax. Do your homework too, unapologetic nation. We're gonna give you the keys. We ain't gonna tell you no bullshit.
Listen, we're not falling for your version of submissive, Mrs. Whoever. We're not falling for your version of submissive.
Yes, sir.
We only dealing with what the good book or whatever book we got it from says.
Right.
Yes, man. Look, man, good episode. I enjoyed it. Once again, I probably don't feel different about it after I edit and be like, man, this is even better than I thought. But we stop.
I told you, man, last week. Last week I felt like it was a solid episode, man. And no matter what, I don't ever feel like we're putting out bullshit. You know what I mean? As far as our content, because at the end of the day, whether you want to talk about one thing or whether I want to talk about one thing, the reality of it is the shit that we're talking about, somebody wants to hear it. Right. So, I feel like, we're on the right track, man. We doing what we do. We giving the people what they want. But in case that we're not giving the people what they want, it's as simple as getting on Unapologetic the podcast, hopping in them DMs, let us know what it is that you want to talk about, what question that you have, what concerns that you have, or what do you, even if you want to just strike up a conversation, man, write a match on a topic. Let us know. We're here for it.
And we get ready to close it out. There's one thing I want to do. You can go ahead and say what you got to say.
at the end of the day, shout out to the Carolinas. Shout out to my family. Shout out to the people out there that's struggling right now. I say it every time, and I'll keep on saying it. You know, mental health is real. Mental health issues are real. If you're going through something, if you're unsure about something, if you're unsure about yourself, understand that, you know, Reggie and myself know we don't have degrees in psychology or anything like that, but we are willing to help any way, shape, form, or fashion that we can to help someone get out of a rut or help someone with a situation. It's as simple as getting on to Unapologetic, the podcast on IG, and just hollering at us, man. And I can assure you 110,000%, your DM will not go unnoticed. It will get to you pronto.
Mm-hmm. I'm with it.
That's all I got, brother.
So before I get into this, I want to shout out to all our listeners, especially our day ones, and you know, everybody that reposts, you know, retweet, whether they put it in a story and let us know they watching us, or shout us out or whatever. Thank you to everybody. Once again, hit that subscribe button. We appreciate it. Appreciate the love everybody gives us. This is something I wanted to get into. So there was this young lady. I was just scrolling my timeline, happened to see her profile. You know, when I clicked on it, nice looking young lady. But then I saw she had a GoFundMe, so I looked at the GoFundMe, and you know, basically she went into, you know, an issue that her mom was having. Her mom, I guess, was, I hate to paraphrase, whatever. Her mom had an accident. She fell down. She hit her head, and she messed her eye up too. But you know, on the way to the hospital, she had a stroke, and some other things happened. So basically, she started a GoFundMe and kind of chatted with her a little bit. And she was like, you know, she wished she had more support than what she's getting, you know, because, you know, of what her family's going through with this, you know, just trying to, I mean, help her mom. Her mom lost her memory. So basically she had to, you know, rebuild everything. Like her mom didn't know who she was, as, you know, her being her daughter, her brothers, or, you know, her family in general. Like she's just like slowly getting her memory back. But, you know, she's like, you know, and I reposted it today, and she was like, I was the only person that has ever reposted. She's like, family members haven't even reposted, like cousins, aunts, uncles, and everything else. So I don't know. I just read the story and it kind of touched me, you know, to read it. But I mean, if anybody is interested, go to my page, read it, whether it's on Facebook or IG. I put in my stories. I happen to donate. I donated 20. I saw other people, you know, there's only a couple other people donated, but you know, but even just reposting and sharing it is I mean, thoughtful, because you might share it to somebody that has $200 to share. But I mean, I think we all got to help each other. I think that goes along with what Dre said as far as in mental health issues, because we don't know what's going on with people and how it affects people, man. And I mean, any way that I can help anybody, as like, just like Dre said, any way that I can help anybody or he can help anybody, I'm willing to do it. I mean, if I'm capable of it. So, and I think, you know, as Black people, we have to help each other. I mean, fuck, we gave this damn Gorilla Glue girl millions of dollars. You know,
let's make sure that story that you're speaking on. Let's make sure that's on our unapologetic page, man.
I'll put it up there.
Let's make sure that's up there. Let's get that young lady some help.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to use my platform real quick. But once again, man, shout out to everybody. Thank you. We appreciate the love and just the support in general, man. Another episode in the books. We almost at 3-0. Getting up there, man. I'm having more fun doing this. You know, we really get into a groove, and it's just, you know, bringing y'all good content. If y'all, like Dre said, if there's specific things y'all want to hear, just let us know. But as always, we're unapologetic, we're unfiltered. Thank you for listening. Like, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. We'll be back next week.
You know what it is. Thanks for listening to another episode of Unapologetic, the podcast. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe.
Better follow me.